points do you feel that the summit is addressing that are just really relevant for today?
Well, I'd say that the 21st century is calling for a very different way of thinking. It actually is calling for a different kind of consciousness.
Yes.
And it's also calling for a radical transformation of our values and our worldview. And I believe that women who are embodying the feminine are best positioned to bring this forward. And I think the other piece, which I was talking about archetypes earlier, which is that the archetype that I see being brought forward is not necessarily, it's not a polarization of a masculine and feminine, so to speak. When we think of the feminine, we think of the masculine. We are coming out of a patriarchal culture. And I feel that the way we've been living, that we see it now, is just not sustainable for both men and women.
Yes.
And I feel that there is a new emerging paradigm, and it is the paradigm of the feminine and also conscious capitalism. And I see that it is women who are the closest to that, at least the emergence of the feminine, right? And so my company is called Women on the Leading Edge, because it's women who are on that leading edge that can bring forth this new paradigm for both men and women. I also feel that the archetype that is being embodied in the feminine is actually a very new archetype. And it's really about, because we know the masculine archetype really well, right? Which I feel that as more women come into the emergence of the feminine, they will uplift the masculine archetype as well, because right now it's being expressed, it can be expressed at much higher levels.
Oh, yes.
But the archetype itself is really about the archetype of women of the world. Okay, and no one ever talks about this at all, right? Because we know the matriarchal consciousness is really about women being the homemakers,
right,
and women taking care of the children, which is an extraordinary job. Anyone who's been a mother knows, right? It's a 24/7 job, and it never ends, right?
That's true.
And I work with a lot of women now who are both, they're mothers and they're also in the corporate world. And yeah, it's very, very challenging, right? And I was recently on a panel in India, and it was called "Can Women Have It All?" And it was a very controversial
right. And
conversation. Can they have it all? One of the things that I said is I think women need to redefine what it means to have it all.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
So, but this new archetype is about women's place in the world. And this summit is really dedicated to raising, the relevance, the position, and the place of women in the 21st century.
Wow.
And I don't believe women can do this alone, and part of the feminine archetype is collaboration, and now we know that relationship, is the new currency.
Yes.
And that is for men and women, it is the new currency. And that when you bring women together with a conscious intention to create change and uplevel their leadership, and the impact they can have on the world, it is extraordinary. And that's what I see the summit embodying. That what can emerge out of this 3.5-day summit is beyond anything that anyone could have ever conceived of.
Yes.
And it is transformational leadership training. It is provocative dialogue and breakthrough thinking. It is high-level access where women come together and really have it structured in such a way that they really help expand each other's possibilities and opportunities and the business and organizations that they're a part of.
Phenomenal. And I can only imagine, it feels like history will show that the women who were part of this were a part of a real marking in time and expansion in many areas of community. Because getting women together at that level, it just feels as though something special is going to happen. And I look forward to finding out what that is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, so do I. So very excited about this summit, and I would say that I really hold this as different from anything else that's happening out there right now.
It feels that way,
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, one is it's my life's work, and there is a spiritual technology of leadership that I'm teaching. I have an original integrative model of leadership that I'll be teaching. Wow. And the other is the intent and the context out of which it's happening is radically different from anything else that's out there. And it's going to be an extraordinary gathering of global thought leaders and visionaries and philanthropists and change makers and people, women who have the heart and vision to really create something different and also new and expansive and up-leveling for themselves.
Wonderful. Well, ladies,
and
I
for the world.
Yes.
And for the world.
Yes.
And
yes.
for the world.
Well,
yes.
when women are uplifted and women come together, it ripples out into the community and helps everyone. So
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
hope that.
And I always believe that women, because they've always been organized around others, that women are always up to something much bigger than themselves. Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is an opportunity for them to really express that and to be creative. And my intention is for this to be brought out into their businesses and their organizations and really create radical global change and a radically different future for our world.
Beautiful.